So this is a little video about working with the actor Rege-Jean Page, who's in the Bridgerton series. It's currently on Netflix. I've got to be honest with you, I didn't know who he was when he booked to come and have some sessions with us. The only thing that we were told was that he wanted to come in and he wanted to do some boxing work, and that he was an actor and that he was working on something in the city. So I looked into it a little bit, saw that it was a period drama, obviously made sure that I was up to speed on the type of boxing used during the period, and then just kind of waited to meet him and see exactly what he wanted me to do, whether it was just some fitness work, whether it was to help him sort of prep for his role, whatever it was. So anyway, he came in and we had a good chat, and I always have kind of an observation period. Now I only had 3 days to work with him over, so I had to be pretty quick with that. So we discussed the role, and he wanted any sort of influence that he could get to help, you know, look the best on film that he could. So we spoke about that. He had come from working in a boxing gym for a little while, and I had a look at his basic movements. Anyone doing any boxing work, the first thing you're always going to look at is how they throw the 4 basic punches: the jab, the cross, the uppercut and the hook. So we looked, had a bit of an observation, saw how he moved with the bag, which gave us an idea of timing. Obviously he's not punching a bag on film, and there's a myriad of different things that you have to consider. And then we kind of put him through a bit of a workout, and he really liked what we did. And from then we started discussing, as it were, the sort of scene that he was going to be involved in. And he was much more interested in sort of the feelings and how it feels to connect or to be successful when throwing a punch, how it feels to get punched. And unfortunately, you know, I've got a lot of experience of both of those things, so I could share that information with him, and we worked through some kind of scenes, I suppose, where we could combine different combinations, and the sort of he added is the sort of arrogance of the character, I suppose, to what he was doing, which was great to see and kind of, you know, be part of. Both Lamara and Ella were helping, and they came up and they put a couple of demos on for him as well, which he was very impressed with. I mean, again, they've got a lot of experience with the punch-out side of things, which is the way that we coach the boxing at BD, and the way that I coach the personal trainers who train with us, how to impart that. Obviously, when you're teaching bare knuckle, which was the idea of the role, it is slightly different because you're not gloved. And we looked at the subtle little changes for that, but he'd already got quite a good idea of that. And again, you've got to remember that he's coming in, you know, you're not a fight coordinator, you're not anything to do with that. The main thing he's coming to me for was a workout to stay in shape whilst he's out on the road. And the demands, you know, that those guys are put through is the time demand is huge. So you've got to be very good at maximising the workout you give them. So what I did is I gave him a workout upstairs in the bags, where we worked through the punch out and we tweaked things more suitable for what his needs were. And then we gave him a workout that he could take away, which was predominantly body weight, and maybe just with dumbbells, which is again something that we specialise in a lot here, is, you know, using the minimum amount of equipment we need so that we can train kind of anywhere, or we can train our clients anywhere. And obviously for remote training as well, that's really useful. So we took him through a couple of workouts, and he was really kind of blown away by that, and how he felt through the workout as well, which was great to get that feedback. In a nutshell, the big take home was there was an observation period. Then there was that kind of, what does he actually need? I've got limited time. And then within the planning that I did, how could I get across the most simple but detailed information that he could practically do and look good doing in the time allowed. And that's essentially what we did over 3 days. Okay.